You know, there's some things I forgot to tell you guys, and they're really important. Number one, he hates bright lights. We know that. But you got to keep him out of the sunlight. Sunlight will kill him. Number two, keep him away from water. Don't give him any water to drink. And whatever you do, don't give him a bath. And probably the most important thing, don't ever feed him after midnight.
And now, our feature presentation.
Ah, yes, Jose. Another day, another dollar, another holiday season.
Hi ho! Oh shit!
What the fuck was that?
Hi ho! Hi ho! Hi ho! Hi ho! Well, off to work we go.
It took me everything not to do that part.
Okay.
I swear to God, because I was like, no. Okay, God, thank God he did it.
There you go. Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am fucking confused. I still don't know.
We have done it, guy. We are here. We've made it.
We made it finally. Maybe.
To the merriest time of the year.
Yes. It's the... Actually, you know what? Remember when we did the fucking remix of that and said it's the spookiest time of the year?
Yeah.
And then, like, we did our own thing. I really fucking like that.
That really was. We should make that a song.
Yeah, I gotta find what episode that is, and I think that's the first spooky
I think
season.
it's the first spooky. Yeah.
We gotta fucking... I'm gonna take that, and I'm like, yo, we gotta turn this into a song.
Pat? No.
Pat, get on it.
Give us a beat.
You
Give us hot fire. Hot fire.
You big bitch.
Damn.
Love you, though, buddy.
Oh, yeah. He was talking cash shit. I saw that. About the Bulls.
Oh, fuck him.
I was cracking up. I was just in the background like...
Bro. Nah, man. And, like, so, hindsight 2020. The friend of the show, my man Pat Pryor, who actually makes the songs for us, our theme songs, our opening songs, everything else, stuff that you hear. He is a Chicago Bulls fan. And
right.
to everybody's knowledge, to people who do know or probably don't even give a shit because you probably don't like sports as much as we do, but I am a New York Knicks fan. Now, neither one of our teams have been good in the last decade and a half.
Right.
Right? Some probably have gone to the playoffs. Others have not. But, like, at the same time, we have been franchises that are just not as good as we once were. But now there's a light of hope. And the first game of the season, the Knicks beat the Bulls. And here comes my goofy ass with the bing bong and just fucking everything with Knicks. Anytime the Knicks win, even on my IG, anytime the Knicks win, you see the fucking fat dude fucking geeking out going, and going like, I'm saying bing bong, it's just fucking great.
Yeah.
But so to those who don't know basketball, the Knicks and the Bulls play 4 times out of the year. Out of 82 games, it's 4 times. At this moment, they played 3 times. The Knicks have only won 1 of those out of the 3 times they played. With this last game being a lot closer than it was, but not no fun. So, yeah, they, Pat being the Bulls fan he is, started shitting on the Knicks. And, of course, everybody in Chicago is shitting on the Knicks because, rivalry. And they were a huge rivalry back in the 90s. And, I ain't too fond of that.
Poor Shag.
I'm used to that team being a disappointment, but now they're kind of not being a disappointment.
Right.
And my friends who always talked basketball, but knew their team sucked, so they didn't talk basketball enough. Now their team's kind of sort of relevant. Now they're talking shit to me. And I'm like, motherfucker, no. No, this is not what we're doing. This is not what we're doing.
This is not what
we're doing. But
this
you know
is not okay.
But you know what we are doing.
What are we doing, Shag?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time that Cinema Villains proudly brings you a brand new spanking episode. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black alongside me, Mr. Jose. Don't feed him after midnight.
Well, you're fucked there, buddy. Oh, actually, wait, no, you're not.
I'm not.
You still got like 20 minutes. Holy shit.
I'm not.
Behind the baseball shit, we're
Like-
behind. You still got like 40 minutes.
Mr. Don't feed him after midnight, Jose S.
You're not
Buddy.
supposed to eat after 8 o'clock, bro. A good diet will tell you that.
I mean, we're Americans. Fuck
That's
that.
true, yeah.
Like, we're fat as it is.
Yes, we are.
Even though if we're not fat, we are fat.
Exactly.
Once again, thank you guys for joining us for our opening monologues. As you know, this is the start of the holiday season.
Ding, 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 ding.
We got a few-
Bow, 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 bow.
We got a few episodes coming out for you before we take our holiday break,
A holiday break.
which will take us into I guess what before the week of Christmas all the way up to I think the next time you'll hear us. Actually, shit. Next time I don't even know when you might hear us again.
Yeah, just next year.
Yeah, it'll be next year, guaranteed. I know we will be on some other podcasts.
Yes, so we'll keep you posted.
We definitely will keep you posted on that. But as for Cinema Villains, it's not ending. I'm just gonna be in Florida, and I won't have my podcasting shit with me.
Yeah.
So we will take this time, and we'll give you episodes this month, and then after that, we'll take our break. We'll be back in January. Date to be scheduled. We will have the fun stuff. Of course, we got the good stuff coming for you. Black History Month coming. We got guest. Finally fucking coming. And then, we got plans. Might be a small little revamp, might be some new stuff we're bringing, might not be some new stuff. I might be bullshitting. But just know, Cinema Villains is not dead.
No.
We're just going to do the holiday thing. Just, we can
Yeah, we're going to take some time off. We're going to enjoy ourselves.
yeah, you guys enjoy yourselves. Go back and listen to all the fun episodes we did out through the year. Or just play The Howling like 50 times. That's literally what I would like you to do, please.
Yes, The Howling.
Just give
The Howling.
Yeah, it's just The Howling. Because I know you're trying to think of like all of our other episodes.
So
that
you
might
can go
be
back
like-
and listen to Drive from last week.
Yeah, we could listen to Drive. I mean, or you could just listen to The Howling.
Drive's cool, too.
The Howling.
Listen to Voices. I think Voices was
Voices was good, but the reason why I say The Howling is because the movie that we're starting tonight actually may have something to do with that.
That's true.
So, just kind of like a little bit of connection there.
That's right, Shaggy. That's right, Mulder.
Actually, what? Wait, you call me Mulder?
Mulder. That's right, Scully. That's what I meant to say, Scully.
Wait, is Scully the chick or Mulder?
Scully's the chick. Mulder's
Okay,
the dude.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. I always knew this, but I never could confirm it.
I only remember that because she was literally on Reboot. Remember that old cartoon back in
Yep.
the day? As a bootleg Scully.
That's
She
funny.
voiced her, yeah.
That's funny. But Jose, what are we covering tonight?
Tonight we are covering Christmas Classic, produced by the wonderful Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
Is our first Steven Spielberg related movie?
Fuck, man, is it?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is too, dude.
Second Joe Dante movie.
Yep.
We are covering the Christmas classic known as Gremlins.
Yes, Gremlins. That funny movie starring the one and only Judge Reinhold.
Fuck you, Reinhold.
Goddamn, dog, I was shit. We were watching this movie.
Dog.
I was shitting on Judge
Just
Reinhold.
shitting on this man's dreams and hopes.
The entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, the entire fucking movie. Like, it made no sense. Like, what did Judge Reinhold do to me? I wonder
His
what...
name is Judge Reinhold, dog. That's what he did to me.
yeah, but still, like, we went into this and I was like, yo, fuck you, Judge Reinhold.
I was going to look up what he's doing today, but I forgot.
I was gonna say, I wonder what Judge Reinhold's doing today. I hope he's having a good day as I curse him out watching this movie. Like, fuck you, Judge Reinhold. Like,
He's normally a good dude and everything else.
yeah,
okay?
this movie he was a jerk, and I was like, man, fuck you, Judge Reinhold.
Right?
He's like, I don't care what your name is, Judge Reinhold. You shut the fuck up when you speak to me.
That's right. Now, Shag, do you consider this a horror movie?
Ooh, that is actually a better question. That I rather, that is, because we talk about Christmas movies and
Yeah.
what is a Christmas movie, what isn't a Christmas movie. This literally happens during Christmas.
Yeah.
So this Gremlins is a Christmas movie, but is it a Christmas horror movie? And
It can be. I guess it's horror adjacent.
It's horror. It's definitely horror adjacent. It's a
Creature feature, maybe?
It's a creature. It's definitely a creature
Yeah.
feature. I'll say that. It's definitely a creature feature because you got like stuff like Alien that pops up in this. Like a lot, like you had the aliens type of feel to it.
Okay, yeah,
You got the
Like aliens. They fought aliens?
like if you think about it, like with the eggs and everything,
Yeah.
and the ooze, it
No,
literally
absolutely.
screamed alien.
Yeah.
On top of that, I mean, people do die in this.
Yes.
But it's not. I can see how this would have been creepy in the 80s.
Right.
But it's like goofy as fuck. So like, you know, I can kind of see it can go both ways. But would I consider it a horror movie? Yeah.
Right.
It's a horror comedy.
Oh, definitely horror comedy. Yeah, horror comedy.
Yeah, it's definitely a horror comedy, man. Like,
I say it's a good starter horror movie. Like, say your kids want to watch something scary.
Yeah, and
it's like, okay, let me see how you handle this. You know,
and if they handle these, they're some fucking monsters, man. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, those gremlins are cool, Dad. Oh shit.
Like, fuck. Like, Daddy, I want I want Gizmo for Christmas. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah,
That
no, you
motherfucker
don't.
That motherfucker don't exist. Like, I will say this: Gizmo paved the way for motherfuckers like Grogu and AKA Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Because Gizmo's fucking adorable.
He was. Trivia, Gizmo was legit the inspiration for Furbies.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can definitely believe that. Gizmo, going back and watching this movie now, I mean, definitely shows his age. But, like,
Yeah.
Gizmo is still fucking adorable.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
like, I was like, oh, every time he came on screen, I was like, oh, even with the weird facial expressions that it had, I still was like, oh, him scared.
I was like, look at him.
Like, Gizmo can be the name of I know many a pet that is named Gizmo.
Right.
Like, shout out to my homegirl, Angie. She literally named her dog Gizmo.
Nice.
And, like, it's adorable. It's a fucking
adorable.
It's an adorable ass name, and it's adorable ass fucking, like, just look at it, man. Go Google Gizmo if you've never heard of it.
Oh my God! It just reminds me of a story.
Oh,
another
shit.
Fuck I'm old story.
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
That Gizmo recently came back, and so did this actor Zach Gilligan.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a Mountain Dew commercial with Gizmo in it. Yeah, they're just talking and he's like, I don't think I should give you Mountain Dew. And Gizmo's like, hey man, and he's like, okay, but Gizmo spills it on himself. And he starts like, and that's where the commercial ends. I was in the break room at HEB, you know, just minding my business. That commercial came on, and there was this one, I guess, young, still in high school worker, part-time worker. She's like, what is this commercial? I don't get it.
Ooh.
I was like, my God, I'm old.
Ooh.
I was like, it's the movie Gremlins. I don't know what that is. I was like, okay, I'll just leave it at that. It's from a movie.
Not even Gremlins 2.
Not even Gremlins 2. Dog, think about it. Gremlins 2 was 90, like what, 1?
91. Had to be like 91. So, and the crazy shit is, with that is, like, me and Jose were going through this and was talking about this. I think our first venture into Gremlins had to be Gremlins 2, was it not?
Oh, yeah.
I know mine was.
No, yes, absolutely mine.
I know mine was.
I loved Gremlins 2 as a kid.
Yes,
I wore
Gremlins
that VHS
2,
out.
I didn't think I had it on tape. I don't think I had it on tape.
I think I did, because I fucking loved that movie.
I think I had to probably ask my sister, because I think either we had it on tape or I know it came on like HBO, and I would watch that shit. Any fucking time that movie was on, young Shag was watching.
Right.
Laughing his ass off, because I think they showed it like on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And your boy was just Saturday mornings or Saturday afternoons, lazy Saturdays or some shit. I am watching motherfucking Gremlins 2.
Right.
And that is like, and not to say, I'm going to be real, man. I didn't see Gremlins 1 until years later.
Yeah, no. I know I seen Gremlins 2 before Gremlins 1.
Yes, that's a guarantee fucking T. I didn't see Gremlins 1 till like down the line. I'm talking about like, fuck, man, I had to be in my 20s. No. To be fair, some of the Gremlins lore it was pop culture, so
Right.
I've definitely seen some shit like in The Simpsons and like Family Guy and stuff like that down the road. Even on some Robot Chicken stuff, you know, stuff like that. But like it definitely had its way with pop culture. But I was like always thought of Gremlins 2. But at the same time, we go back now, and I'm just like, damn, when did I see Gremlins 1? I was much older when I saw Gremlins 1.
Yeah. Same here. I was definitely a little bit older. Not too much older, but I know, like I said, I know I was raised on Gremlins 2.
Yeah, Gremlins 2 was my shit. Gremlins 2 had everything I fucking loved, everything I loved about it.
Yeah.
And then my parents, you know, black household, man, they're not getting that shit, bro. Like,
right.
My dad wasn't watching that shit like that. My mom might have thought Gizmo was cute. I don't even fucking know. I could be talking out of my ass. And fucking, but Gremlins 2, and that's all I fucking remembered was like we were just talking about it, and like the business Gremlin or smart Gremlin, fucking just says, you see that you see that chap over there? He's like, yeah, just bomb, shoots that motherfucker with a gun. It's like one of my favorite fucking.
Yes, he just blasts that motherfucker for no reason.
Bomb, man, that dude just goes flying. Halfway across the screen. He says, yes, it was uncivilized. It felt great. It was very hilarious, but yes, certainly uncivilized, and that's. Also, the big fucking song towards the end when you sing in New York,
New York. Yeah, that's where I know that song from.
Yep,
that's the first time I heard that song. So I didn't know about no Frank Sinatra. Who the fuck is that?
I love Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, man. But no, I knew that's the Gremlins, dog. What you talking about?
Yeah, it was and he was just fucking singing New York, New York. That's like the biggest thing. Like my first, can you remember any of your first memory from Gremlins 1?
No, from Gremlins 1. Besides old lady flying out the.
That's my only one. That's literally mine.
That's pretty much just that and the Putterman scene, which we'll get into later.
Yeah,
because I was confused. Like, okay, but they're in part 2. What?
Yeah, like I'll say the moments that I remember from Gremlins 1, old girl getting flung out the fucking house.
Yeah.
The black man dying.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I think.
Yeah, allegedly. And then, what was the old girl's story about her dad?
Yes, that's right.
Those 3 things. Well, so I ain't gonna say the black dude dying. I'll just say him getting his hand fucked up. Like I know how that goes. But like those are the 3 things that I remember with this movie, synonymous with my memory. Like I said, this is one of those movies that. I didn't grow up on. I grew up on the sequel.
Exactly.
And this is one of those things that, like, you think about, like, did you watch the sequels first before you watch the original movies? And there's a lot of movies that I've gone and done that with, but not, like, I'll take that back. Not a super a lot, but, like, we've had some movies that we covered. Scream.
Yeah, definitely Scream.
Scream was like that. I think Aliens.
Oh, yeah, I definitely seen Aliens.
Scream 2, Aliens. Army.
I think I've seen all.
Army of Dead. Army of
Darkness. Yeah.
Army of Darkness. I'm just trying to think of the song.
I know I've seen pretty much all the Freddys and the Jasons.
Oh,
out of order.
Okay, to be fair, those out of order, and it's funny because I forget to count those.
Yeah,
but no,
I've seen Halloween too. I think Halloween 4 was my first Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was that was like kind of the first portrayal, but is actually a perfect segue into that, man. What do you feel as though you can get into a movie? Like I'm talking about now. You feel as though you can get into a movie series by watching the sequel, or are you one of those ones that would make a person go back and watch the first one and continue it out?
That is a great question. I'm not too sure. Maybe. 'Cause I don't know. It's weird. Depends on the movie, I think.
Depends on the movie?
'Cause I know with the Marvel movies, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Because they like, oh no.
That's a bunch of shit.
Because especially when a random person like, oh no, that person was from this movie. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I just saw Shang-Chi today.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, man, I should have watched Iron Man 3. Because I didn't know the Shang-Chi was... Well, I kind of had a feeling.
Yeah.
But I didn't know a lot of shit that popped up in Iron Man 3 was going to pop back into this.
Yes.
And I was like, that's dope as fuck. I should have rewatched Iron Man 3 first. Shout out to Shane Black. I should have watched fucking Iron Man 3 first and then watched Shang-Chi. But that's not a sequel. But I know what you're talking about.
Right.
It's like, like, with the Marvel movies, that's a perfect example. To answer that question... I honestly would think of it like it really depends. Just like you said, it really depends on the movie. Because some movies you can watch the sequel that usually have nothing to do with the first one. You're dead. Or it's like a remake or a reboot or whatever. Or it's like, hey, you can easily explain. Which actually, now I think about it, the next movie that we're gonna fucking cover is also like this.
Oh yeah.
But it's really on the fact of like, if you had kids, how would you introduce them? Would you go in order, or would you say, yo, this is this is your dad's favorite movie?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your dad's favorite movie. It's like, yo, why are we watching the second one? It was like, because this one is what your dad got into, and then we got into the first one later. We'll watch that too, because this one technically is kind of a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So it's like
No, because definitely, like, now that I think about it, especially with a lot of Godzilla movies, I could
perfect.
damn sure show them the sequels first. Like, no, like maybe when you're ready, I'll show you the original, because the original was pretty deep, and like a legit movie with a story and shit like that.
You don't want to bore your kids.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, if I were to have kids, I won't bore you. When you're ready for that story, you're ready for it. Until then, watch Godzilla beat the shit out of a fucking big ass robot.
Like, hey, you want to watch? It's like, you want to sit with Dad as he watches a big dinosaur lizard to fight a goddamn giant robot monster.
Yeah, all right.
All right, sit on down. It's Mecha Godzilla time, baby. Yeah, man, that's legit. That's legit, because I was even thinking about that. Like, do I show them? Like, I was like, yo, would I take my kids and show them Nightmare on Elm Street 3, or do I start with 1? And I'm like, well, if I started, either one of those would probably be a poor choice. But, I'm going to take a swig of beer here. Hold on.
Beer time.
But thank you for that, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a perfect question that I just thought of, because it was just like, okay, what are we like? How would you do that? Like, is it important to show the movies in a row, or find something where you guys can have a fucking common ground and watch it from that, or something that just holds near and dear to your heart?
Right.
Because will I show my kids Alien or Aliens?
Yeah, that's
Like shit like that, or something. Or if I'm sitting with my significant other, and I'm like, I want them to be, as a matter of fact, let me ask you this. This is also the same thing. What fucking JoJo would you show them?
Oh, no, we're going in order for JoJo.
Okay, so like it does.
Yeah,
with
for JoJo it matters. Like, no, we're starting from the front, baby. You got to understand why Dio is an asshole.
Oh, mercy. Like, so it is depending on what.
It is depending on the medium.
It really depends on the medium. Okay.
Yeah, on the media,
Got it. Well, with this one, we got our favorite parts, we got our favorite things, but this one honestly this is one of our. Actually, shit, this ain't our first creature feature.
No, I mean, we've done Godzilla Kong.
Yeah, but like,
and
they weren't the bad guys, and like they weren't the bad guys in that. Technically, they can't.
Godzilla was the bad guy in the first one.
Yeah,
you could argue that and global warming.
Oh, it's definitely global warming. It was don't let America let you say that.
Exactly right.
Like none of that shit exists.
Global warming, sure, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you say, guy.
Yeah.
Wink.
Delete that shit.
I'll cut it out.
But no. I'm trying to think. It might be like I'm trying to think. What other monsters have we done? No, because we've only done zombies
and werewolves.
Yeah, but the werewolves are weird because we feel like werewolves. There's always a central werewolf.
Okay,
like with fair. The howling, it was Eddie. It definitely Eddie.
Yeah, that's fair. And then like zombies, we did we did Night of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead.
And it was Tarman. We decided to give him.
We decided to give that. And then we couldn't decide on which zombie would be beneficial. With Gremlins, it's almost the same, but it isn't.
Right.
Because everyone has their favorite Gremlin, but this one has one ipso facto Gremlin.
They legit tell you, hey, this is the leader Gremlin.
He's the leader. They fucking say it.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't know, Gizmo is a Mogwai.
Yes.
He is not a Gremlin.
No.
Gremlin is pretty much like the butterfly stage of a Mogwai when certain shit happens. Jose, can you tell the people the 3 rules of taking care of a Mogwai?
Yes. If you were to find yourself in possession of a Mogwai, there are 3 rules you absolutely must follow. Rule number 1, keep them away from bright lights.
Mm-hmm.
That shit bothers the hell out of them, and sunlight will straight kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Rule number 2, do not, under any circumstances, get them wet.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them away from water and everything liquidy.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, rule number 3, probably the most important rule.
Yep.
Do not feed them after midnight.
Yep. And does does part 2 follow those rules at all?
No, none whatsoever.
It's great. But okay, speaking of that, and we got many Gremlins. What was your favorite Gremlin growing up? Not even concluding in the movies. What are your favorite Gremlins growing
Out
up?
of all the Gremlins, or
Yeah.
just this one?
Just all the Gremlins. Let's just say that.
Probably Brain Gremlin because he could talk.
So from part 2.
Part 2, yeah, probably him.
He's mine too.
Followed by, I guess, Mohawk Gremlin from part 2, only because he turned into a big ass spider.
Yep. Ugh, nightmare fuel.
I know, right? And then what else? I'm trying to think. That's pretty much it, I guess. I guess then Flash Gremlin, only because it's hilarious. There's one in each movie.
Oh yeah, fucking like the fucking lightning bolt Gremlin.
No, I'm talking about the trench coat. Like,
Oh,
hey,
the Flasher Gremlin. Yeah, okay. Yeah. This movie does have the one ringleader that we get, and that one is Stripe,
Yeah.
who will also become the known as Mohawk in the sequel.
Yeah.
Because he's a reincarnation of Stripe, which is the fucking weirdest thing ever. But all right, whatever.
I do notice in Gremlins 2, they all have more of a personality.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, because
There's like 10, I think 7 or 10 different Gremlins that they kind of focus on. Like 5, I know it was like the fucking Lightning Gremlin, Spider Gremlin, or Mohawk Gremlin.
Brain Gremlin.
Gremlin.
Bat Gremlin.
Bat
He's
Gremlin.
like a bat. I know he flies out the window and he leaves the bat signal.
Yep.
That shit always cracked me up.
And then like the female Gremlin.
Oh, yeah, the female Gremlin for sure.
Dopey Big Eyes Gremlin.
He's like, yeah. And then there's also like his homeboy who's like a mobster.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Yeah,
I know
like,
he's just consistently annoyed. Like, you, god damn it, dude.
like you're a fucking,
I know they're a parody of something, and I just don't know what it
it's
is.
like fucking probably Ren and Stimpy. I don't fucking.
It is something though. I know that.
He's like no.
And he's like,
God no.
Stop this, please.
Like fuck. But like there were some Gremlins and Gremlins 2,
Yeah.
and we're trying our damnedest not to bring up Gremlins 2.
I know, right? Because we were talking about Gremlins 1, but
we were watching Gremlins run, and all we could think about was like, damn dog, Gremlins 2 was a slapper.
yeah, it's like, man, I kind of wish we were watching that. Can we just skip Gremlins? No, Christmas
It
time.
was Christmas time. We said we're doing Christmas
Because
movies.
damn sure we would have did Gremlins 2 first.
Boy, Gremlins 2 would have fucking happened, and I'm really shocked that it hadn't happened by now.
Yeah, everyone would have been like, "Why didn't you do Gremlins 1 yet?" Because fuck you. That's
Like
why.
that's why.
Oh shit.
And I found our bump.
Oh, nice.
Like, why did we do Gremlins? Because fuck you. That's why.
There you go. Love it. I love it.
But yeah, no. Yeah, and it was just going back, and obviously it's Christmas, so we want to do that. But it's just funny, yo. Like it's like Gremlins 2 was just such a fucking bop. I even told my friend. I told my friend Brian, and like a casual listener to the show,
Yeah.
and I say, hey man, why does Gremlins 2 slap much harder than Gremlins 1? Yeah, I know Gremlins 1 is the better movie, but Gremlins 2 just hits different completely. And his fucking response, I'm gonna go to that response because I'm gonna read it. His literal fucking response made the absolute most sense when talking about why Gremlins 2 was better than Gremlins 1. He said because Joe Dante was given carte blanche to make it as queer as he wanted to.
And there you go.
And that's like the most perfect fucking answer for that fucking movie. But anyway.
And that is trivia. I saw it. Like, Joe Dante prefers Gremlins 2 to Gremlins 1.
Fuck yeah, man. It was like, come on.
Like, don't we all? Joe Dante,
Well,
don't we all?
Joe Dante, you are all of us.
Yes.
Gremlin, like I said, Gremlins 1 is a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic.
Gremlins
Christmas
2 is
time staple, I guess you
It's a
would
Christmas
say.
time staple. Gremlins 2 is a certified hood classic, though. Like
Oh,
that is what that is.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like you get people our age, it's like, yo, Gremlins 1 or 2. They say Gremlins 1, they the feds. They
They the ops.
they the fucking ops. Like, nah.
That's how you know they're undercover. Like, oh,
say,
no.
bro, I know you snitched. Like you's a motherfucker, boy. You
Yeah.
know, like shit ain't funny to you. But no, I'm not saying and let's not shit on Gremlins 1. It's
No,
not.
not. Because we had a good time watching
Like
this,
we
so, yeah.
did, we definitely did. And every time I saw Gizmo on screen, my heart,
Yeah, we were just like, oh.
I was like, oh. Every time something bad happened to Gizmo, I was like, I'll fucking kill you.
Exactly. Like, you motherfucker.
Like I'll fucking beat. Like it was. Now I know how white people feel about their dogs.
like, this is what John Wick felt
Like,
like. Okay.
Jesus Christ. But actually, now we say that I do have a tale of the tape.
Nice.
It's been far too fucking long.
Yes, it has.
But we do have a tale of the tape on Stripe.
Let's go.
Stripe, a.k.a. Mohawk, which is the incarnation from the second one.
Yeah.
I'll try not to read anything that comes from the second one. Because
Right.
obviously, I don't want to do this. We want to do this again. Of course, his origin is the original, but he is the occupation is the gremlin leader. His powers and skills is intelligence and various use of weapons and, let me check my notes, guns.
Yes.
This gremlin was a gun nut.
He's Keanu. He's like guns. Lots of guns.
Like this motherfucker, like you would think he was a Texan.
He has a "Don't tread on me" flag on his fucking
Boy. He like pops out with the blicky and just starts popping off.
Danny DeVito Grillo. So I started blasting.
I started blasting. So anyway, when I seen Billy, I started blasting.
Yep.
His hobbies are wreaking havoc and torturing Gizmo, which I believe that's like 90% of the fucking Gremlins' actual fucking hobby.
Yeah.
Is finding Gizmo, calling him a fucking nerd, and just moving on. It's so bad. It's like how I got picked on in high school. No, I'm kidding. I didn't get picked on in high school. Shockingly, I'm very fucking surprised.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's see. His goals were to take over Kingston Falls, which is the first film, create more Gremlins, which of course he succeeded, and the other stuff is from the sequel, which is like kill Billy and Kate and Gizmo. Didn't do any of that. But his crimes: animal cruelty, assault, attempted murder, breaking, entering, theft, torture, and vandalism.
That's about right, buddy.
The type of villain he is a chaotic monster.
I'm an agent of chaos.
I mean, he really is.
He really is.
He really
is an agent of chaos.
Like, I couldn't even be mad at that.
Right.
But also, Jose, so the people won't be mad at us,
Yes, go.
can you give them that ho-ho-ho version of the synopsis, please?
Ho, ho, ho. Synopsis for Gremlins 1984. A young man inadvertently breaks 3 important rules concerning his new pet and unleashes a horde of malevolently mischievous monsters on a small town. There you go.
Gremlins, baby. Give me 1 second. I'm actually looking something up.
Oh, shit. Well, why? We go to that random trivia. Hey, if this place looks familiar, Kingston Falls, it's the same set from Back to the Future.
Nice.
Yeah, the same place they filmed.
That's very nice. All right. Thank you for stalling, Jose. 1984's Gremlins is a horror comedy, in part directed by Mr. Joe Dante. Also, it's Steven Spielberg produced flick. Yes.
Written by Chris Columbus.
Yeah, so
he's mostly known for Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Yeah, so he pretty much had and Steven Spielberg was pretty much like, yo, I'm gonna slap my name on it.
And he wrote Goonies.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna slap my name on it. It don't matter. Like that. This is just like, look, I'm gonna help you by just putting my name on it.
And I think he financed it pretty much because maybe.
Well, I think he might have. Steven Spielberg back in the day, if he didn't direct it himself, he had a group of friends or people that he wanted to help out.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I'll help you. I'll just put my name on it, and that's how people go see it. Which is an ingenious plan.
A random fact, you know who he originally wanted to direct this movie after seeing one of his shorts?
What that?
Tim Burton.
Oh God, no.
This would have been an interesting movie.
This movie would have been.
It'd have been too dark, I think.
This movie would have been too emo for its own good.
Yes.
Like fucking Stripe would have been like a literal emo kid.
Yeah.
And now, granted, the crazy thing about Tim Burton, and I don't want to go on a rant, but crazy thing about Tim Burton is his art style or film style would have been perfect for fucking Gremlins.
Yeah.
Would have been A1. His writing style, however, ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if this would have had this movie might not have been as fun.
No. It
That's
wouldn't
the
have.
thing. Especially part 2.
Nah, I will definitely part 2.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
I will say this. Old girls tells her how she hates Christmas.
Yeah.
That probably would have been fucking either animated or fucking
That is true. We'd have saw that.
We'd have fucking saw that flashback, and oh boy, man, people probably been scarred. I'm picturing that in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Yeah, I'm fucking terrified.
It's like, nope. Hashtag no.
Like hashtag no way. But this movie was released in June of 1984, June 8th, 1984, which is another popular thing that holiday movies weren't dropped in the holidays that they were needed to be. It was like summer blockbusters and stuff, man.
Yeah. So, trivia on that, they tried to release it for Christmas. It just, I think, shit just didn't work out and plan.
It makes sense.
That, and one more thing before I forget, this movie and Indiana Jones Temple of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Temple of Doom, yeah, whatever. The Temple of Doom, there you go. Mm-hmm. They say these are the two movies that basically were responsible for the creation of PG-13.
I believe it.
Yeah, because they were like, yo, this movie is too dark for PG, but it's nowhere near rated R.
Yeah.
So it's like, what we got to do? We'll just make one in the middle.
Yep. Make one in the middle. Hey, man, it's like Mortal Kombat all over again.
Doop, 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 doop.
This movie also, like, before we get into who is actually in the movie, actually, you know what? We'll do a different way. Let's go with the cast here. This cast is with Zach Galligan, which is Billy Peltzer. Howie Mandel voices the wonderful Gizmo. Phoebe Cates plays Kate Behringer. Hoyt Axon plays Randall Feltzer. The legendary Dick Miller plays Murray Ferguson.
Big Dick Miller.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kike Luke plays Mr. Wing. Corey Feldman plays Pete Fontaine. Frank Welker voices the other Mogwai.
Yeah.
And Stripe. Francis Lee McCain plays Lynn Peltzer. Judge fucking Reinhold plays Gerald Hopkins. And, of course, that's pretty much it. Oh, Roy Hansen. Glenn Turman plays Roy Hansen. And there's one other one I wanted to fucking... You know what? I did notice that fucking nose. Who you think played Deputy Brent? And do you recognize who played Deputy Brent?
No, I haven't.
So, Deputy Brent, the drunk deputy,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
was played by Mr. Jonathan Banks, who was also in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Oh, shit. Oh,
that was a
shit.
young Jonathan Banks.
That's crazy. I will so random fact. This is Harry Carey Jr.
Yeah, Harry Carey here.
I just realized it's our second Harry Carey movie.
It really is.
Because he was the old sheriff in Tombstone that got blasted by old boy. Oh, get up, sheriff. You ain't dead.
Oh, get up, sheriff. You ain't dead. All right. Now, which seems like we hadn't played this in forever.
I was wondering if we were going to play it. I was like, Shag?
We are.
I was getting ready to remind you. Okay, let's go.
We are, because I got the information I needed.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the return of Bop or Flop.
Bop it.
There you go.
Flop it.
I missed
Sorry,
it.
I ain't done it in a minute, so
I
like,
figured
shit.
we ain't doing it in a minute because apparently the shit we do are too goddamn niche.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Oh
Like,
my
blood
God.
rage. What?
Like, huh?
Drive?
These weren't in. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know, guys.
Okay. Gremlins cost $11 million to make. Of course, Jose, is it a bop or a flop?
I'm going to say it's a bop.
Oh, the goddamn Skippy.
Yeah.
For it to get its sequel,
Yes.
it had to be a bop. So, out of $11 million, how much money did it bring home in the box office?
Oh, let me try to think. Because so I do see in trivia, this was the fourth biggest opening of the year.
Now, yeah, this is 1984.
Yeah.
And this was during the summer, so it definitely counts as a summer blockbuster.
So, I'm going to say 60 mil?
Since it's the holidays, I'm going to let you go go, and I'm going to say go a little higher.
85 mil.
And since it is the fourth day of Christmas.
Yeah. Higher?
One more.
100. $100 million.
$100 million.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Sure. It was 86, wasn't it? That's why you said one more.
This movie was indeed a bop,
Yeah.
only costing $11 million to make. Bringing home in the box office a whopping $212.9 million.
God damn. Okay. That's a certified bop. Holy
Yes.
shit.
This movie made its money and then some, and hell, man, it even sold toys.
Nah, well, of course it's going to sell a Gizmo
Yeah,
toy.
this movie during the year was one of the biggest box office hits.
Yeah. I'm
Like-
not going to lie. Speaking of toys, I still do want like a life-size
Gizmo?
gremlin.
You like
No,
Gremlin?
gremlin. I actually want a gremlin.
You want a gremlin? Dude, I remember somebody having one of those, or they were in the stores.
Yeah.
I think it was either Stripe or Mohawk
Yeah.
that they had, and it was like Gremlins, but like they had the Gizmo too, and I was
I
like,
think Hot Toys makes a pretty fucking accurate looking one.
that's creepy.
I think it'd be kind of cool to just post up. It might scare the fuck out of you if you
Dude,
forget.
yeah, because like think about it. If I had that motherfucker in the corner, sitting on the top of there, just staring at us,
Yeah,
like every time,
yeah.
I think I'd pee myself.
I told my mom I'd put that bitch in like the camera monitor, and when she looks over and look at it, just see that motherfucker looking back at it.
Yeah.
I was like, "So you just want me to die? Just tell me if you want me to die. I can take it. I'm gonna
Dog. I'm thinking to myself, because imagine I put that motherfucker in the corner, like top corner, my top shelf.
go. Yeah,
One night that motherfucker just goes missing. Boy,
shitting everywhere. I'm just running out the window, dog.
Dookie flakes just
I'm
flying.
not even putting on my shoes. I'm running down this bitch barefooted. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I'm hopping off that balcony. It's like, nope, this motherfucker's not getting me in my sleep.
Exactly.
I mean, they're not. So here's the thing about Gremlins. They're horrifying looking,
Yeah,
and while they can murder,
yeah.
they're not like murder first.
They want to fuck with you.
They want to fuck. They're mischievous.
Yeah.
Like they'll eat my food before
And drink your booze.
Yeah, they see that's the thing. You can eat my food. You drink my goddamn Jameson though. I'm fucking you up.
Yeah.
I am literally fucking you up. I said, I'm mad. I said that with the utmost serious. Like I'm
He
like,
really
whoa.
did.
I was just like, yo,
y'all should have seen the look on this man's
I was
face.
like, yo, I will-
like that scenario played in his head. He got mad as fuck.
I got mad, dog. I just said, yeah. This motherfucker just sitting there guggling. I was like, nah, bitch.
Because you know he's looking you right in your eyes as he downs your Jameson.
I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then like, just like that motherfucker died. I'm dead ass. Dead fucking ass. Died.
Yeah.
I'd have shoved that bottle down its fucking throat and broke the glass.
Shag's violent as fuck, dog. Don't. Moral of the story: don't fuck with Shag Jameson.
Don't.
Take his tequila. Trust me, he won't mind that much.
No, I will not.
Yeah.
Tequila's for the house. Jameson's for daddy.
There you go.
All right. Well, speaking of which, let's get in this movie.
Let's get to the movie.
And
by the way, another funny fact since we were talking about budgets. So each Gremlin puppet was about 30 to 40 grand, dog.
ooh.
So, because Zach told the story, like, whenever they were done, security would literally check their cars thoroughly to make sure they didn't run off with one. 'Cause that's how much they were. Like, no, we ain't. No,
Nah,
y'all ain't.
babe. Like, nah,
'Cause you know,
baby.
most movie theaters are like, yeah, sure, go ahead, take something from the
Yeah, whatever.
No. Not,
They say, bro,
not these, dog.
Bro, these bitches, sir. This shit's worth more money than you're worth.
Exactly.
Good Lord, man. This is some good ass trivia.
Right?
This is some really good ass trivia.
We ain't had
man.
trivia in some weeks.
Like,
though, either.
no, we ain't. Not only did
We
we
ain't
have
had shit.
We had shit in a week. We just
Yeah.
had episodes that we
just had
chucking out.
episodes, yeah.
It's like, yo, here's some movies that we like. Nope, there's no shit about them that you're gonna like. Also, shout out to Nas, who called out Jose on our last episode.
My guy. Goddamn, calm down, my guy.
Jesus, like ripped you a new asshole.
I'm going to get Nas back on something. I don't know what I'm going to get him back on.
I don't. Yeah, you gotta earn him back. Baby.
I was like, nah,
he,
fam. I thought you were this fan.
He
Nas.
was, he was disappointed in you, and I'm just sitting there going like
I
an
like my
innocent
guy. I love the
bystander.
movie, but I've only seen it like 3 times. Goddamn.
I'm sitting here going like, ooh wee,
I was like, you want to come on the show? We want to redo this episode? Goddamn, calm down, guy.
bro. I swear to you, I thought it was funny because I'm sitting here like I'm thinking it's just innocent. I was like, my friend just put me on to something. Next thing I know, he's like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit, my bad, dog. Like, oh, and I'm like, I just fucking
Does he
faded
not
out.
know that Mark Dacascos has 3 moles on his left butt cheek? And he didn't bring that up on the fight. Like, what?
Bro, it's like he fucking mushed me to get to you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, baby, you got it. Oh.
He looked at you like, Debo, you want some of this too, old man?
No. Motherfucker backed up. Rest in peace, Red.
Oh, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try and do our best. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't be the one to tell this story, this movie.
Because we're thinking of part 2 so bad.
Definitely thinking of part 2. Like, I shit you not.
We almost should have just did a double feature on this. Fuck it.
Man.
Be like, Merry Christmas, Gremlins 2 happened in Christmas. Moving on to Gremlins 2.
Yep.
Gremlins 2, yeah.
It was Christmas in New York, but it's not snowing. That's Christmas in New York. We don't, like, this is our show. We make the rules.
Exactly.
Even though that movie is all about him taking an interning job at a news station in New York.
No, he's a graphic designer, ain't he?
He works
For like that, for not Ted Turner.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
He works at that station.
Yeah.
And I think,
I know there's a chick trying to bang him. It's like, oh, you.
yeah, but like, he's also dating.
Oh my God! One last thing before we talk about
Okay, yeah.
from Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
That gag where they go to dinner and he pulls out like a big ass mousse made out of chocolate.
Yeah.
He's like, some chocolate mousse? My girlfriend laughed at that joke. I'm like, hey, what's so funny? She's like, chocolate mousse is like cake. It's like a fancy word for like cake or something like that. I'm like, babe. She's like, what? I never fucking got that joke. So I thought he was just literally a big ass chocolate mousse. She's like, no, babe. That's like some type of dessert in Europe. It's like chocolate mousse. It's like a little cake pudding thing.
Jose, you're fucking adorable. I swear to
I never
God.
got that till like years later. I was like, oh, I thought it was just a big ass mousse. I was
Dude,
like,
my dad would make a fucking thing called Death by Chocolate,
yeah,
and it had chocolate mousse in it.
nice.
Granted, it also had fucking Kahlua in it.
Ooh,
Oh, and you
Ooh,
could taste
Kahlua,
it.
yeah.
You could taste the chocolate and the Kahlua.
yeah.
It was like, dog, and it said Death by, and real quick, because I promise you guys, we're going to start this fucking movie.
Yeah.
That fucking cake was cake, like, made with Kahlua.
Yeah.
Like a Kahlua soaked cake with whipped cream, but every layer had different candy pieces in it.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm saying you name of a chocolate candy, it was in that fucking thing. Hershey's syrup was actually drizzled
oh my
on the
God,
shit,
dog.
right? Every fucking layer with cake, whipped cream, candy, chocolate syrup drizzled. More cake on top.
So you could not be diabetic and enjoy this cake.
That's probably why my parents both were diabetic.
God damn.
Like, he would only make that cake one time out of the year. It was for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Like, the only time you can get that cake
I was going to say
during
New Year's. Close enough, though.
No, close enough. But, like, you can never get that fucking cake. I think he made it in Thanksgiving time, too. But,
Right.
like, definitely the primo holiday season.
Right,
He
exactly.
was not making that shit anywhere else. But that shit was chocolate Kahlua cake, soaked Kahlua,
Nice.
right? Then the whipped cream. The whipped cream had chocolate in it, like chocolate pieces. Like, you had candy. You had Hershey's. You had Heath, which was like one of my it was one candy that I hated to fucking eating that, and I would always try to pick it out, and I think it was Heath. It was the toffee bits. But I think because it was too like, once you kind of crunch into it and it kind of just stuck, that fuck with you.
I would say, yeah, it had to be Heath. I think
Yeah,
Heath
it was
is-
It was Hershey's, Heath, Whoppers.
Ooh.
I want to say Snickers, and no Reese's, no chocolate peanut butter. This
Okay.
is like
Just straight chocolate, yeah.
straight chocolate. I think Snickers may have been introduced into that. No, Snickers were into that, and I want to say maybe Three Musketeers. We would crunch, and he would get us, me and my sister, to crunch those candies up.
Yeah.
We would love to crunch that candy up.
Yeah.
Like, one of us would be like, yo, I don't want to fucking do the Whoppers, man. Whoppers suck.
Whoppers are a big fucking ball.
Yeah,
So,
like we
good luck.
would break that shit up and then you would dust it
Yeah.
over the fucking whipped cream, and then you would throw some more shit into it. You would it'd go cake, whipped cream, candy, cake, whipped cream, candy, cake, whipped cream, candy, chocolate
Yeah.
Hershey's. boy.
That sounds fucking amazing. My
It
God.
really
Holy
was.
Shit.
It really was. I'm gonna probably when I go back home, I'm gonna ask my mom, like, "Yo, why don't we make this anymore?" I mean, like, yeah, I know why, because you're a diabetic. You could fucking die.
Right.
Like, you're not gonna eat it, but like, I would like to make this once, and I will never eat it again.
Exactly.
Like, think about it, man. If you were a kid who loved chocolate,
Right.
that shit would have been. Yeah, it was called Death by Chocolate for a fucking reason.
Exactly.
For a goddamn reason, man. Delicious as fuck.
Delicious.
And I swear to you, I think I'm missing a piece. Like, I knew it was chocolate Kahlua cake, and it was just basic cake that he would just take out and we would break up.
Right.
Like, we would just take while it was in the pans and like smush up and then put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
And just kind of layer it up. It's fuck, man.
Nice.
Oh, he did add chocolate mousse.
Yeah, chocolate
I'm tripping.
mousse. The whole point of the
The whole
conversation.
point of the conversation. Like, he
Chocolate
did.
mousse.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
That was the thing I'm missing. It was cake, chocolate mousse, whipped cream, candy.
Nice.
I think one year he put the candy into the chocolate mousse and then threw the whipped cream on, put more candy on.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Jesus. My blood sugar went up just
Right?
talking about it. Fuck. Anyway, let's start Gremlins.
So yeah, Gremlin starts like
Chinatown.
yeah, Chinatown
And we have a narration
by the father, Mr. Rand.
Yeah, Mr. Rand.
Peltzer. There you go. He's looking for the perfect gift for his kid.
Yeah, he goes by and say he's an inventor, and it's one of those dudes that he just invents crazy
The
weird
most
shit.
random shit.
Yep. Shit that actually would be helpful. It's funny because half the shit he created is shit we kind of use today, but
Yeah.
like done way better.
Oh, absolutely.
Like done infinitely better.
So yeah, so he's following some little Chinese kid, and the Chinese kid's like, "Hey man, come to my grandpa's shop." And he's like, "Well, where the hell are we going? My shop's down here." He's like, "What the hell?" Because he's going like down. Not only is he in like some weird alley, he's going down like to like a basement looking area.
Yep.
So he goes down there. His grandpa has all these weird artifacts from China. And he's like, "Are these really real?" He's like, "Yeah, everything's real in this store." That's when he goes up to the grandpa like, "Hey, I'm an inventor. I have this little ultimate, like going away vacation. I forgot what he called it.
I think it was the tribal buddy.
Travel buddy. That's right." He's like, he got everything. Got toothpaste, toothbrush, fucking nail clippers, the works, just in case you need anything. You know, shaving mirror. And he gets squirted with. That's a recurring thing. He gets squirted with the goddamn toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
And all of a sudden he hears like a little a noise. He's like, "What is that noise?" And the kid's like, "Oh, come here, I'll show you." And they open a little box, and
Yeah.
you just you see Gizmo's silhouette. You don't see him fully yet.
Nah.
You see his silhouette, then you hear his little song. He likes to sing the doo doo
Yeah, I just forgot the song just like that.
doo 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 doo, something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my god, what is it?" He's like, "It's a mogwai." And he's like, "Oh, this is perfect. How much for it?" And the grandpa's like, "Nah, man, that ain't for sale." He's like, "Come on, man, I'll give you $200. Well, at first he's like $100. He's like, "Nope, not for sale." He's like, "Come on, dude, $200. This is exactly what I need." He's like, "No, man, with mogwai comes many responsibilities. Like,
Yep.
you're not ready."
You're not ready.
And
Now-
even the kid's like, "Grandpa, we need this money."
We need this money. And
And
Grandpa's
he's
like,
like,
shut
"Nah."
the fuck up, kid.
Like, you don't know what you're talking about, kid. Psh.
Now, real quick, this was my introduction to Gremlins 1.
Yeah.
The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode.
Oh, really?
The fucking, the Killer Krusty doll.
Oh.
It was a
okay.
mashup of Child's Play and Gremlins.
Nice.
Because when Homer's finding Bart a gift for his birthday, which he completely forgot, he's in Chinatown. He gets up to he sees that old man, and he's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hey, I need something for my son." He says, he sees the Krusty doll. He's like, "Yeah, I'll take the Krusty doll." He's like, "The Krusty doll is cursed." He's like, "Okay." He's like, and it was that bit. It was the running. It was the running good. It was the running bit, and then I think that's one of the things that he would sit there and says. He's like saying, "But there's like everything in here is with a curse." I was like, "Oh, that's bad." And he says, "But everything comes with when one purchase comes with free yogurt." He's like, "That's good."
Yeah.
The yogurt has bentonite something. He's like, "That's." And Homer's confused. He's like, "That's also bad." He's like, "Can I go now?" Like that was like my introduction into like the Gremlins pop culture thing that I mentioned back earlier, and like it just reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, because it was like that's good, that's bad, that's good, and he's just
that's also bad. Yeah,
that's also bad. Like, can I go now?
That's funny.
But yeah, he go. But yeah, you saying his dad gets goes. So dad goes outside because he's gonna leave. But the kid's like, hey, yo,
Hey, wait outside. I'll meet you outside, man. Just wait outside. And he's like, okay. And then the kid comes out like, here you go, man. I got the Mogwai for you. He's like, what about your grandpa? He's like, don't worry about it, man. We need the money. You still got it? He's like, yeah, here's 200. So he gets the Mogwai. They go home. And after that, we're introduced to good old, damn, what was his name?
Billy.
Billy. Oh, Billy. That's right.
Billy.
He's trying to start his little BW bug to go to work, but it's frozen because it's snowing. And we were introduced to Mr. Punderman, played by Big Dick Miller. And this is our first taste, Shag, because he's all like, oh, man, that's your problem. These foreign cars, man.
Oh, my God.
He's like, these foreign cars freeze over. You know, look at my tractor over there. That's Kentucky made or some shit. He said like that. It like never freezes over. It works no matter what.
Problematic Dick Miller.
Yeah, and then Billy's like, yeah, bro, okay, I gotta go to work, fam. I'm gonna be late. He's like, alrighty, man. He looks at the bug one more time. He's like, damn foreigners. Well, damn foreign cars. We were like, boy. But yeah, he's at work now. He got the dog with him under the little bank teller thing. I guess like under the desk, essentially. And we're introduced to the meanest bitch in this movie. Would this be the cooter? We still straight chilling?
I'm not doing it because I got to go back to Florida.
They jump your ass.
Hey, fucking Bob would be like, yeah, what you say about Pearl World? It beat my ass.
Try to get me to go to Moncrief. I'll show you.
I'll show you. You'll see.
You'll see, but yeah, but no. But
beats me with a shillelagh.
Damn, a shillelagh, bro?
Fucking
God damn. Holy shit, that was oddly specific. Bob, is something you want to tell me?
I don't know, man.
Okay, I was like,
I just thought, like, yo, that'd be funny as fuck. You just pull up on Moncrief with a fucking shillelagh. Be like, bro, ain't nobody scared of that shit.
oh, shit. God damn, dog.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, she comes in and she's just mean as fuck.
Yep.
Like, she is just mean.
Just like a
And she doesn't give a fuck. Like, she's walking through traffic. Everyone's like, bitch, stopping honking at her. And she's just like,
hi,
whatever.
fuck you. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, that's the energy
Like some
she's
old
giving out.
dude was like, good morning, Miss, what was her name? Whatever her name was. And she was like, what's so good about it? And he's like, damn, he does
like,
the goofy.
damn.
He's like, no.
He's like, gosh.
Yeah, gosh. Yeah,
Motherfucker
like, hey,
just-
goofy?
Like, damn, dog. Like Ruby Deagle.
Yeah, Ruby
Miss
Deagle. Miss Deagle. So she goes up to Billy, like, your dog broke my snowman. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. How much would it cost? I'll buy you a new one.
He's like, give me the dog.
No, you're going to give me the dog. He's like, excuse me? I'm going to take your dog, and I'm taking it to the pound, and I'll put it to sleep. He's like, what? It's like, oh, yes, trust me. It's way better than what I would do to it. He's like, and the whole time the dog's like, bitch, what? Under the desk. And the dog just takes itself off the leash. And then just jumps on her. Me and Shag were laughing.
Yeah, because that dog's like, all right, I have had enough.
She's like, oh, wait till I catch that dog. And it's like, the dog jumps on her kind of like, bitch, what was you saying?
Yeah, you
Like,
ain't talking all that shit now, huh?
Yeah, you were talking that cash shit a minute ago.
Now look at you. Now look at you.
Now look
You
at
getting
you.
your fucking chest eat up. Say something now. Like, oh, my God. Like, dog, that.
That's when we're introduced to fucking Judge what? Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold. I know. I don't give a fuck what his name was.
Yeah, we
in
don't
the
even
movie.
care. We're not even going to give
I
you
was
the
like,
name.
fuck you, Judge Reinhold. Nah, I'll give you the name. We got to be somewhat professional.
Yeah, they're like, what's this beast doing?
His name was Gerald Hopkins.
That's right.
I'm like, his name was Gerald Hopkins, but I'm like, yo, fuck you, Judge Reinhold.
Right. So that happens, and they get out of here. Billy's at a bar.
I went on a fucking tangent. Y'all don't understand.
No, he really did.
I was just like, I was like, yo, fuck you, Judge Reinhold, old puss ass bitch. Like, sitting there, he's like, yo, who the fuck told you to speak?
Exactly.
Like, and I'm just thinking of like, I don't know why. I'm like, yo, Judge Reinhold ain't did nothing to nobody. He just being an asshole in this movie, and I'm just like ripping him one. I'm like, damn, dog, what he do to you?
Exactly.
I'm like, yo, fuck Judge Reinhold. I was like, god damn, dog, he ain't did shit, man. Do you not remember fucking Beverly Hills Cop? Come on, bro. He was okay.
Yeah.
Like, this man's innocent. Yo, man, fuck that dude. He ain't gonna talk about my guy Billy like that.
Right? Yeah, because like I said, after that, Billy's at a bar at
With Kate's
bar, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kate's bar, and
So she's there, and Gerald comes in. He's like, "Hey, guess who almost was unemployed today? You, buddy."
fuck up Reinhold.
I know, right? He's like, luckily the bank owner, I forgot his name.
Yeah, it was like the saying he's not gonna let nobody go because it's like he's
It's
very
Christmas
sentimental.
time. He's like, I wouldn't give a damn. I'd have let you go.
I'd
Billy's
fired
like,
your
thanks,
ass.
thanks, guy, man. You're a really great guy.
You're really gay. He was like, fuck you, Judge
And
Reinhold.
he tries to go. He tries to walk away to the table, and then he still follows him.
Yeah, he's just like,
He's like, by 23, I was vice president already. He's like, pretty soon, I'll be the owner of this bank.
what did I say? Like, what did I say? Say, bitch, you look 40. Shut that shit up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Judge Reinhold. Ain't nobody told you to talk.
Yeah, and that's when Kate comes in, like, hey, y'all want anything else? And he's like, Kate, what you doing working at this bar, man? You ain't making money here.
Actually, no, he
Because
says
she works at the bank. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, nah,
But she part-times at this bar at
yeah,
night.
she hits like he fucking, and he tells her, he's like, Kate, you see my apartment yet? She's like, you see my new apartment yet? He's like, yeah. She's like, I hadn't seen your old apartment.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, come on, let's do some dinner. And she's like, no thanks.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, Judge Reinhold. That's pretty
Exactly.
much the whole energy. But like we pretty much character building
Yeah,
right up in introductions, and then Billy gets home, and Billy starts Billy starts doing some things at the house.
Yeah.
I can't really. That's when you start seeing that they're his dad's inventions now, and his mom is at home now. Shout out to the wife,
Yeah.
cause y'all talking about wanting to be down. That's a down ass woman.
Yeah, she is 100% down for it.
Like, dog, this man has all the inventions that he made in the house. Just basic shit. They got a juicer, they got a fucking coffee maker, they got like a blender,
A blender.
everything he made.
Yeah.
Right? They don't use nothing else outside of that bitch. They can easily just go out and go buy it. They use his shit. And does his shit work?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Random trivia, Joe Dante still has that blender.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're just, because he tries to make orange juice and that bitch just explodes.
That dog.
I mean, everywhere.
Ain't that one juice. It looked like a fucking child threw up pee. Not like threw up some fucking carrots.
Yeah.
You just tried to fucking mush carrots that you try to feed. It's all on the fucking wall. Like, and not a complaint.
Nope.
She
She's
just cleans
like,
that shit off her face and cleans that shit up, especially with the coffee.
Yeah.
Pouring out probably fucking coffee poo.
Motor oil looks
Like just fucking tobacco chew.
Yeah.
In their fucking cup. And she's like, yeah, you know what? She loves her man.
Yes.
She supports any and all his broke shit. She's like, my baby got a dream. I'm here to support it.
Yeah.
He puts the roof over our heads. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
Yeah. So the dad comes home and he's like, hey, I'm home. Billy, here's your Christmas present. You're going to have to open it now, though. Honey, can you please turn off the lights?
Yep.
So they dim the lights. He opens it, and out pops out Gizmo.
Adorable.
Absolutely adorable.
Fucking adorable. Like, real adorable. Like, aw.
They're all, they're as they should be. They're like, oh, they're hugging it. This is cute. Like, what is it? It's a mogwai. And basically, the wife comes to take a picture of it. He's like, hey, Gizmo, you need to get your picture taken. Say cheese.
Say cheese.
And the flash hits Gizmo. And Gizmo's like, fuck! And jumps into the dad's arms. And she's like, oh, no, sorry. There's 3 rules you really have to abide by. And they're like, what are these rules? It's like, 1, it doesn't like bright lights. Sunlight will kill it. You can't get them wet.
Yep.
And absolutely, under no circumstances.
I'm about to say circumstances?
Yeah. You can't feed them after midnight.
He's like,
So
all
there
right.
we go, yeah.
And Billy's like, oh, okay, all right. He's kind of like looking at him like, that's kind of weird, but all
That's
right.
oddly specific, but okay.
He's like, all right, cool. And, they, he's like, and you hear Gizmo, so cute. He's like, bright light.
Yep.
And it's not like, and it's obviously, and I say that, and it's Howie Mandel. And I'm kind of like, bro, fuck.
Right, exactly. It's weird when you realize it's Howie
I'm
Mandel.
like, ah, shit.
But when you look at Gizmo, it's cute. It's
It's
like
fucking
you
adorable.
Can separate the
yeah,
two.
I can separate the two. He's like, Gizmo's like, he's like come around and it's just like, oh, it's like fucking great and shit. And then fucking we get Billy playing with Gizmo. We're kind of like turning around, and then like the dog is fucking around. Everyone's getting accustomed to Gizmo, right? Yeah. I guess let's fast forward to the Calamity.
Yeah, because basically shenanigans happen. Corey Feldman comes in. I was like, I completely forgot Corey Feldman was in this movie. Mm-hmm. He comes in, visits Billy. He's with Gizmo. He's like, what the hell is that? He's like, oh, it's a Mogwai. It's my new pet, Gizmo. He's like, that's cool. He's like, I want one. And he's all like, no, I think this is the only one of his kind. He's like, wow. But then he drops some water on him. And, of course, you can't get them wet. So what happens, Shag? When you get them wet, they multiply. So out come about 6 other little Mogwais. And, old boy was happy. Corey Feldman's like, yeah, man, a Mogwai. I can have one now, right? He's like, I guess. When he goes to pick up Stripe, because there's one with the mohawk, it tries to bite him. And he's like, well, I don't want one no more. And after that, that's basically it.
Yeah, it's just like they just, like, first off, like,
because it's funny because he lays down and we're like, damn, he's really not excited about this because I'd have been freaking out. And he's all like, oh, no, it's neat. It really is, I promise. He goes back to like read a comic or something.
Yeah, and it's cool like going back and seeing this and you're seeing like Gizmo and like he thinks he's people type things.
Yeah.
Like even though all the shit, it's crazy because he's like sitting there like minding his business, and and he's like and he's out there like singing and probably performing, and then he gets wet and he's like, oh fuck, and then just like it's the grossest fucking thing, and then like
because he's looking at all these other new Mogwai, he's like fuck.
He's like, dog. I don't like this.
Y'all don't understand. No.
Like, no, I do not like this. I do not like this one bit.
So, fast forward, one day they just find their dog just tied up by Christmas lights outside.
Yeah, and it's just like, and he's just sitting there like,
he's like, hey, fam, I need help.
Like, hey, help me.
And we were talking about these motherfuckers are haters. Because
we're
talking
big
about
haters.
Gizmo was just like playing the trumpet or something.
Gizmo's out here. Gizmo got a toy trumpet.
Yeah.
Like Gizmo. It's crazy how if you think you have haters, there is no bigger hater than the motherfuckers who are literally off of your back.
Yeah.
Like Gizmo sitting here playing a trumpet in front of the dog, being cute and adorable and just all that shit. And his whack ass brothers sitting there throwing shit at him, say, "Boo! Shut your bitch ass up!"
Like one spits, he's like,
one spits on him and shit, and it's just like, Gizmo's trying to like, it's like, yeah, shut up, you fucking dork. Yeah. Like, you know what it reminds me of? Like the jocks picking on the nerd.
Yeah,
and the nerd is just going on with his life, like la 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 la.
Yeah.
Hi guys, just like shut the fuck up, nerd, and they just start throwing shit at him, and it's just like and just Gizmo's like. And what I was saying, because I was like, hey, it's like Gizmo's looking like he's a little Satchmo, but he's Gizmo, so he's like playing the trumpet, and this motherfucker just start decking him with shit, like shut that shit up, bitch, boo, starts throwing him at him. It's like Gizmo's like, and it's like I wanted to fight.
Yeah,
I just wanted to fight.
Like, no, I'd have put these little motherfuckers.
One of the motherfuckers gonna have to answer to me, dog. I'd have ran up on their asses, like, you ain't gonna do this to my dog. How dare you?
Exactly.
He over here just trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
You out here being an asshole.
For no fucking reason.
I will ball your asses.
Yeah, so Billy takes Gizmo to like a doctor? Or no, a professor.
Professor.
Some school teacher, professor. Yeah. And he's like, hey, look at this animal. He's like, I ain't never seen nothing like this. It's called a Mogwai. He's like, and watch this. And he just gets Gizmo wet with like a drop of water. Like a drop of water out of one of those little, like, drops, like an eye drop or something. And one of them pops up. Only one pops up. He's like, wow, this is incredible. He's like, can I keep it to run tests on it? He's like, yeah, sure. So he's getting like blood drawn out the motherfucker.
Yeah. Actually, he drops. Yeah, and he like when he drops the water on him.
Yeah.
And he fucking like, but you say, uh-oh. And he just like, he's like, oh no. And it's just like, you hear it. And it's like,
you hear Gizmo like, fam, please don't.
Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, stop. Like, do you not hear me?
But yeah, so like I said, they keep him. He's doing tests on it. He's drawing blood from it. And he's eating a sandwich at the time. If you look back at the clock, it's like 2 a.m. He's like, all right, it's calling it night, buddy. He takes the chips with him, but for some reason leaves the sandwich.
Yeah, he takes the chips with him and just like leaves the sandwich. I'm like, what the? But he ain't telling the rules.
Yeah, I don't think he did tell him the
So
rules.
all of this is because Billy is negligent. Like I would smack the shit out of Billy.
Yeah.
Like Billy, what the fuck are you doing? Like if I was in the room and heard those rules, and Billy was fucked around. Now the water thing I can kind of get was an accident.
That was an accident. Now, do you think, being a man of science, he would have fed that motherfucker anyway, just to see what would
Oh,
happen?
he probably would have.
Right, yeah.
He probably would have.
I was just thinking.
But honest to God, because that's only if he knew the rules. If he knew the rules, it's like, do not feed him after midnight. He's like,
or
he's like, just don't. And it's just like,
science.
Worst case, he would have multiplied that second one.
Yeah.
And like take one and just fed that one to kind of see what it was. But this is like a fucking grade school scientist.
Yeah, it wasn't like a legit
one. Like I understand like he loves
it wasn't
science.
Christopher Lee from Part 2.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But no, but yeah, so back at Billy's house, these motherfuckers are just chaotic. They're making noise. He's like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? And Billy looks back at the clock, and it's like 11:30. He's like, well, it's 11:30. Let me get y'all something to eat at least so y'all can shut up.
Yep.
He gets all these motherfucker chicken. Like, they have like a plate of chicken legs.
Dude, a big-ass plate of chicken legs. Like, just like you went to, I don't know where you went to go get these chicken legs. Like, how you had all this big-ass, how you had that big-ass plate of untouched chicken. This is how I know black folks were in this movie.
Yeah, exactly. We were like, huh?
Like, except the one black dude. You ain't had no, like, them motherfuckers ain't had no black neighbors. Like, fam, come on,
exactly.
Bro. Or y'all don't like chicken, unless that chicken dry as fuck.
That might be a case.
Like, bro,
might be.
Just make it so bad. It was chicken that was uncovered in the refrigerator.
Yep.
Just on a plate.
It's just on
like,
a plate.
who's doing this?
Like, what? Excuse me? But anyway, yeah, so they just devour this chicken. And the next morning, Billy wakes up, they are cocooned.
Yep.
He's like, what the hell? And even his mom's like, well, did you feed him after midnight? Like, no, I fed him at 11:30.
We forgot to mention, when they were fucking devouring that chicken, that shit looked uncooked.
Yeah, it looked pink. We're like, oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, I know they should have some tummy aches.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he offered one to Gizmo. Gizmo's like, nah, fam, that shit unseasoned.
That motherfucker said, no, sir.
Yeah, nah.
That shit looks gross, my guy. I'm good.
No, thank you.
No, thanks.
So they're cocooned. He's like, did you feed him after midnight? Like, no, I fed him like at 11:30. And he looks back, he knows his clock is still the same time.
Yep.
So he pulls his clock and realizes they chewed the wire. Or they cut the wire from the plug. So he's just been dead the whole time.
Dead the whole time, and he didn't even fucking notice it.
Yep. So the one hatches at the school. And he's over here like, hey, Gremlin, remember? Well, not even Gremlin, but he's like, hey, remember me? It's all like, hey, I got some candy for you. You want some candy?
Yeah, he see, and cause he's like putting the candy out. Just like, hey man, I just want to see what's going on.
I want to see what you look like. Well, because he saw him cocoon and he explained to Billy, he's like, oh, this is like think of it as a metamorphosis. He's in his pupa form now or some shit like that. He's like in a cocoon. So that's why he's really like, yo, I gotta, goddamn it, I see nothing but Mike now. From Breaking Bad. Holy shit. Anyway, but no, he's all like, hey, you want this candy? He finally hears he's under the desk. He's like, oh, come on, man, look, here's some candy.
So it's like you instead of putting your hand like right by the entrance to where he could just crawl and get the candy, he puts his whole fucking arm in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
And you hear him eat the candy at first. He's like, yum.
He's like, yum, yum.
He's
That's
like,
what they would say. And then he says, there you go. And he's like, oh, shit. And he just gets pulled. He's like,
and the camera cuts to Billy.
Yeah, and it's crazy
because he did call Billy at his job. He's like, hey, Billy, they hatched.
Yep.
He's like, oh, I got to go.
He's like, Mom, whatever you do, get out of the house.
Yeah, well, no, that's when he goes back to the school and sees the old boy's dead. He got a fucking hypodermic needle in his ass.
In his ass, man, and it's just like fucking.
I'm assuming he's dead?
Dead or knocked out. So
yeah, one or two.
It just got in his ass and not his like spine or in his face or nothing.
Yeah.
But he's just sitting there like dead and like there's no blood on the floor or nothing. So I'm thinking he's knocked
granted,
out.
it's a PG movie, so
yeah, I'm thinking he's knocked out,
right,
or like very fucking severely hurt.
Exactly.
Because he gets pulled in and like you don't see anything else. But he's like, but even then, it was foreshadowing. He's like, are you hey, are you still mad about? You're still not mad about the blood sampling thing, are you? And I'm like, sheesh. Hey man, for whom the bell tolls. Tolls for thee.
Exactly.
Um,
So Billy gets there, and then he gets scratched by the gremlin. We still
Yep.
don't see the full reveal yet.
hadn't seen the full reveal, but we see the hand.
Yeah, because it grabs an apple, and then it grabs some glass vial.
Yeah, it says yum yum in a glass vial, and he just fucking starts eating it. And I'm like, dog, what? Like, I was like, hey, man.
And it busts a hole through the vent and
Yep.
takes off. That's when Billy goes to, I guess, tend to his wounds and calls his mom and like, Mom, get out of the house. Get out now. But then the gremlins cut the phone wire. And before this, we see Gizmo tied to like a dartboard,
Yeah.
and they're just throwing darts.
They're
I
like
guess-
bullying my
yeah.
man. And I'm ready to fight.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck what they look like. I'm ready to fight.
And then when the mom comes up to investigate, they just throw his ass down the
Oh,
laundry
fucking
chute.
a laundry chute that is like Gizmo cockeye, and they just throw
Yeah.
his ass down the laundry chute. And I'm like, dog, y'all keep doing this to my mans. Y'all gonna have to answer to me, dog. I
Yeah.
swear to God. I wasn't born yet, my guy, but I'm taking all you motherfuckers out.
That's right. With the we're pulling out the strap.
Yeah. Like black, just straight up,
Exactly.
man. Hey, so I'd fucking take the samurai sword and just cut the motherfuckers. Hi-yah!
Shing. Exactly, that'd be funny.
But
But
nah.
after that, the mom goes upstairs, doesn't see anything,
Doesn't see anything. heads
goes back downstairs, and all of a sudden, this is where you get the reveal of the gremlin.
Yep.
Just eat the gingerbread man.
Eating the fucking and I was like, at first I saw his face was all yellow. Well, we get the fucking gremlin reveal at the school.
Do we?
Yeah, we get the gremlin reveal at the school because it jumps out at fucking Billy.
Oh, okay.
It jumps out at Billy because remember I even asked you, I was like, damn, did we get it at the house or we get it at the school?
Right,
No,
okay.
we get it at the school because it jumps at Billy, takes a swipe at him,
Yeah.
and then he fucking jettisons into the
The
vents
vent, yeah.
and dips out. But back home, like you were saying, we said we get the second shot of the gremlin just eating the gingerbread cookie with like a bunch of yellow fucking frosting because that's what she used for hair. And I was like, how the fuck did he get all that frosting on his face? Because I was like, that bitch ain't finished it. But yeah, no, it's eating that. And shouts out to the mom again. She goes on a fucking killing. She goes on a fucking killing spree. Like, geez,
Yeah.
she's John Wicking. She's John Wicking these fucking gremlins.
Yeah, because one gremlin kind of pokes his head in a blender. I
Yeah.
guess to eat the
Yeah, they eat the
I guess the frosting, whatever that she
and
was whipping up.
And she fucking hits the button and he's fucking splurting, and you just
Yeah.
see gremlin blood and
And
fucking.
she's like, what the fuck?
viscera.
And then another gremlin starts throwing plates at her like, bitch,
Like
I see
throwing
what you
pl-
did.
like throwing plates, and then we get the fucking actual puppet line.
Yeah, we can see its puppet little line on
Like,
the arm.
man,
It's just funny.
Man, it was just fun. I pointed it out, and I was like, you can see the line.
Yeah.
But she fucking, once it stops throwing plates, she takes her fucking knife, flips that bitch up, and just runs at it, and just stabs it, and just like, stabs it like
She
three
stabs
times.
the shit out of it, and then
Stabs
like
the shit
pins
out
it
of
to
it
the
like three times,
counter,
and pins it to the
essentially.
counter, and that motherfucker's like,
And then there's another one that pops up, and she just yeets that motherfucker into the
She takes
goddamn
it and yeets that motherfucker, right into the fucking
the microwave. Yeah.
And we were literally saying, like, which one had the worst death?
But like definitely the blender. 'Cause
You would
that has
think
to be
you would think that it would be the microwave, but
Right.
that's a quick death.
Yeah, I know, because you're gonna burn for a second, then pop.
And then pop, you're
That's
dead.
a wrap.
That fucking blender motherfucker was still alive
He's like,
halfway through. Then he fucking blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Knife one kind of might suck too.
Knife when you're dying slowly,
Yeah.
but like he's like wiggling around and then fucking dies.
Yeah, so then she goes outside. Well, not outside, but she goes to the living room because she hears stuff. And there's this one really cool shot I like, because she doesn't see nothing, so she turns around and she's behind her tree. The Christmas tree is behind her. And you see all the lights, and you see what you think is two lights, but it's actually the gremlin's eyes.
Yes,
I think that's a pretty dope shot.
that was a dope shot. That was a good call by you because I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
And then the gremlin like kind of tackles her, starts to choke her out. But that's when Billy shows up and I guess saves the day. What do they do? Oh, they chop this motherfucker's head off.
Yes.
And
With the
just-
fucking swords that fell off when Billy
Yeah,
came
because
home
when Billy came home originally, like this sword fell down, and he like, oops, and he put the sword back up. So he comes in the room and just grabs that sword, just chop.
Yep, just like, hiya!
Yep, just like decapitation.
Like motherfucker's head goes, and it's perfect because the head goes right into the fucking fireplace.
Yeah,
Like just,
and you hear it scream, and then that's when you see Stripe. Stripe's like, I'm fucking out.
Stripes like, y'all done killed my dudes.
I'm out, bitches, and he
I'ma
just
go
jumps
make-
out the window.
He's like, I'm gonna go make more. Just jumps out the window, And then that's kind of when we get the fucking Calamity going in town.
Yeah.
And just oof.
Because he follows Stripe to like a YMCA center, and motherfucker just hops in the pool.
Hops in the pool, and just like
literally
just,
cannonballs into the pool.
He hops and is like cannonball and just like fucking. And you see like the fucking animation of the gremlin just holding his nose and his legs as he's falling in, and like the pool goes green. And Jose had a perfect argument. He's like, hey man, wouldn't that just be infinite gremlins just coming out of there?
Yeah, unless they soak up the water or something. I don't understand.
Yeah, unless they fucking
like this should be an infinite problem.
Yes, like hey, this is bad
because they're being born in water, so they're automatically wet as soon as they grow up, and they're just popping out. Like, yeah, this is just a fucking problem.
Yeah, that is bad.
But anyway, they get out. I'm trying to think what happens after this. They just start terrorizing the entire fucking town.
Yeah, it's just terrorizing shit, and like they come up to the old hag's house,
Miss Deagle's
house, and she thinks it's a bunch of fucking
Christmas carolers, because they are singing Christmas. They're Christmas caroling essentially.
Yep.
Outside, they're just like.
And she goes out there with a fucking thing of water to go jump on them because she thinks it was their kids. Oh, think if she actually would have dumped that water on them.
That'd been
oof.
Yeah, you just made it worse, lady.
Yep. And then she's just like, she goes, I thought I told you. She's like, ah, and she starts screaming because they're just gremlins just singing Christmas carols. She freaks out. She's like, oh my god, my heart. Ah,
yeah, she's talking about she has heart problems. She can't be shocked.
She has a weak heart. She can't be shocked and everything. She's like, and then she fucking goes back in. Now, I don't know if it was Stripe. Or if it was another gremlin, but another gremlin started fucking with her. She has one of those like portable,
like those chairs you could sit on to get up the stairs.
Yeah, get up and down, just a maneuver
for old people or for like maybe handicapped people.
Yeah, just get up and down the stairs. She takes that shit down, and we see one of the gremlins kind of fucking with it.
Mm-hmm.
She gets back in, and probably one of my most favorite fucking things that I'll never forget about this movie.
Yep.
She sits down. She tries to get away from him instead of going up the stairs. Or crawling up the stairs.
Yeah.
She's like getting on that chair. She's like, ah. So she gets on that chair. She fucking hits the button. That shit goes like it's in NASCAR. It just goes
that
fast.
Motherfucker launches.
Goes right up the stairs, takes a loop-de-loop, and fucking just
shoots her ass. Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Out of her fucking window into the fucking street. She dies.
Yeah, you just see her legs in the air, just dead.
Dead.
The police are like, that's Mrs. Deagle.
Yeah, that was Mrs. Deagle, and she's fucking dead. And then, like, the police see the fucking
someone dressed as a Santa Claus
getting beat up by the gremlins, and he's like, all right. And then you got your boy, not Mike.
Yeah, not Mike in this movie.
So they're saying, like, yo, I want
to go back to the station.
I want to go back to the station. Please, 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 please. And they drive off, but one of the gremlins under there fucking
cut their brake
line. And which, I'm like, how the fuck do you know if that's the brake line?
Right? Gremlins just be doing shit, dog.
I don't know if they're just smart or they just watch enough fucking movies and just learn. They just, all right, cool. Fucking cut the brake line and they fucking drive off and then they fucking crash later.
Yeah, they just like, they crash and another truck crashes. And after that, we go to the Kate's bar. Everyone is just, all the gremlins are just having the time of their life in that bar. They're fucking, they're gambling, they're playing poker, fucking drinking. We're introduced to one of our favorite gremlins, the Flasher Gremlin.
Yeah.
She turns around, he just sees him with a cigarette in his mouth. He just,
cigarette in the sunglasses, like, ayy.
He just opens his little trench coat, like, hey. And there's a flash dance gremlin, because she's dancing like she's never danced before.
Yeah.
Break dancing and everything. As they're playing poker, Stripe realizes the dude he's playing is cheating.
Yeah,
so he just pulls out the
Stripe kind of looks. Doesn't he fucking wait? Does Stripe looking? No. That's the other guy who just kind of looks at the camera and comes back. Like Stripe kind of like just like looks at him, looks at the cards, looks back at him, and just slowly with his puppet hand shoots this motherfucker with the gat. Bam! This was fucking goes flying.
He's just shaking his head like,
Yo, we forgot to mention that fucking Corey Feldman's character with the big ass scissors.
Oh my God, yes. Because, like, they're trying to get in his house and he just slingshotting motherfuckers with, like, a slingshot.
He's defending his fort.
Yeah. And then one is, like, kind of dangling in front of his window off some Christmas lights.
He's like, yeah, what's up?
And he pulls out these big-ass silver and black scissors. I was like, Shag, oh, my God.
Them bitches were shears, bro.
No, like, we had scissors like that as a kid. I remember them motherfuckers.
I did too, man. Just like big-ass scissors.
Yeah,
like, yo.
They don't make scissors like that no
Nope.
more because that's like a dangerous. That's a hazard.
Dog, I was sitting there going like, yo, you had the small scissors when you need something just to cut something, but them big ass scissors.
Yes.
There's like, yo, that's when you really need to cut something.
Yeah.
This motherfucker just casually looked at that hanging bitch, looked at the shit, looked at the wire, went to go cut that bitch with the big ass scissors. Like, God damn.
You're right? That motherfucker like,
He fucking
just flies off.
Oh my God. But yeah. Whoo.
Yeah, that's great. Oh my God. Oh yes, giant scissors just flash a gremlin. But yeah, they're all having the time of their life. So how is he drinking beer and not multiplying?
Yeah, I mean,
the rules are kind of loose.
The rules are very loose. Cause his all of this is gut is just getting big, and just not. Now is it?
My man has a bottle, dog.
Like a bottle. I was like, I don't know if that's a 40 or a fucking. It looks like a bottle.
Yeah.
And like they're all fucking playing cards, but like anyway, yeah, the rules are weird, like super fucking weird, dog. And he's cheating.
No, he has a card behind his ear. That's right. Look, they're like literally behind his ears.
Yep, and he's like, bum. He's like, yo, fuck you.
But yeah, that, like I said, it was like a noir gremlin.
Yeah,
like, it looks like
he's like,
here after a long night. You know?
Just chilling in the corner
He's
with
chilling,
a bottle of
Jack.
Just chill like, ugh.
Smoking a cigarette like, oh, what a long night.
Yo, I always wondered, how did they get these motherfucking, like, hats? Oh, yeah, this is a funny ass scene, too, because, like, the Nora puppet, like, the Nora gremlin is just sitting there chilling, and then another fucking gremlin pops up with a fucking bumblebee puppet.
It's like, and then like a lobster on the other hand.
And the lobster, he's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. And the fucking Nora and the Nora gremlin looks
at the camera like, dog.
Breaks the fourth wall, just like, no.
And
just
pulls
looks
out
at
a
the
mallet, just boom.
Bonks that motherfucker's like, no.
Like, not today, horny jail.
Or like off the horny jail.
Yeah.
You go. And it was just like that. But yeah, they're causing a ruckus.
Yeah, but after a while, Kate realizes they're allergic to bright light because she tries to light a cigarette for one of them.
And he's like and he's avoiding her.
Yeah, he backs up every time he gets it close to his face. And that's when she pulls out the Polaroid.
Yeah,
and she starts taking pictures and like, they back up. She tries to make her way to the door, but she stops by the album, Plies' first album cover, Gremlin, with the ski mask and
dog. Like, I don't know where that gremlin. I think that's my second favorite gremlin. Like, buddy just comes out with a. I'm thinking that Stripe because like, who was letting these gremlins get guns? Like, I'm thinking it's Stripe because it's like Stripe the only gremlin with a gun. But no, Buddy's with the ski mask gremlin. This comes out and like, stick him up. Like, stick him up. And I'm just like, bro, what?
Yeah, she just kind of like, she just dodges the bullet because she's like, this motherfucker really can't aim.
Like, he can't aim, just fucking shoots and he miss. And he's like, yo, we're getting out of here.
And Billy shows up and shines the brights in the window, so she's
shines
able
the brights
to escape.
And she's like getting out of here, and it's, they make their daring escape, and then it's just calamity.
And then the car just dies because the car hadn't started the whole movie.
It's just a bunch of fucking calamity. You see gremlins just doing all sorts of shit. Like,
they managed to get to and then after that they managed to get to the bank.
Yeah, just get to the.
That's when Kate tells her Christmas story.
Oof.
This movie just does a quick 180.
Like, hey, we know you just seen some funny shit, but let's kind of turn it. This is why Tim Burton shouldn't have did this movie.
Exactly. We saw the flashback.
We saw that flashback, and I probably would have been scarred as a child.
Right.
But yeah, she tells the story of why she hates Christmas is because like, her dad died on Christmas, but how he died was very fucking ironic. Like on Christmas Eve, her and her mom were waiting for her dad to come home. He never showed. Christmas came and went. He never showed. And then a couple of days went by. They were really fucking scared because they hadn't heard anything.
They said it was a cold winter.
Like, it was a cold winter and everything.
She went to light the fireplace.
Yep. She went to go light the fireplace, but she smelled something weird in the fireplace. She looks up, and they had the fire department come and look at the chimney. Come to find out, it was her dad
Dressed as Santa.
dressed as Santa with presents, stuck in the chimney,
Because he slipped and broke his neck.
died on impact. And he's been stuck in that bitch for like a week.
Yeah.
Stuck in the chimney for a week. No one knows. And my whole thing is like, where you're at, it snows. Do you not, like, did you not think to look at the fucking chimney in the first place?
I guess not.
Like, I know he was trying to surprise y'all, but at the same time, it snows. You're going to want a little bit, like, hey, let me get the fireplace going. And none of that tips you off.
And then the punchline to this entire joke, well, not joke, to this whole story, to 180 it back into where we were with a horror comedy, she looks at Billy and was like, and that's how I found out Santa wasn't real.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah. That's why my dad died, and I'm sad now. Like, no, that's how I found out Santa wasn't real.
That's how I found out Santa wasn't real. And I'm just like, bitch.
Oh, so we forgot to talk about the Puttermans real quick.
Oh, yeah, the
Puttermans.
Puttermans.
The Puttermans? Yeah.
The Puttermans.
Yeah.
Dick Miller
Big Dick Miller
and his wife
watching TV and
being racist.
yeah, because the TV stops working. He's like, damn, foreign TV.
Like, God damn it, Dick Miller. No.
So there was a scene earlier we talked about, like, he was at a bar drunk and he was just blaming the foreigners for everything.
Yep.
It's like, they put gremlins in these machines that they give us, and that's why they break so easily, and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, okay, guy, you can leave now.
Yeah, like, hey, man, you've had enough. You had one too many.
But back to the present time,
In his house.
the satellite stops working.
Yeah, like, he's like, fuck. The antenna.
Yeah, he's like, oh, foreign satellites, essentially.
Antennas.
And like, let me go check it. And so he goes outside. All of a sudden, the gremlins just bust through with his tractor.
Man.
Chase his ass back to the house.
Yep.
Chase his wife and him into a corner.
Yep. And just kind of keeps going.
He's like, gremlins, see, I knew I was right.
I knew I was right. Brah! The camera
And we assume they get run over
yeah, but
and died. But no, they're in part 2.
they're definitely in part 2, and then they fucking...
And they're perfectly fine, so I don't know what... Did the gremlins just smack them, I guess? Or
They probably got stuck.
I guess, yeah.
They probably got stuck.
But yeah, back to... So the entire town's empty, and they're like, where the fuck did they go? And they're like, well, they're probably hiding somewhere because the sun's supposed to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Lo and behold, they all go to the movie theater to watch Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yep. That's where we get our, like, hi-ho reenactment.
Yep. Hi ho. They're all just having the time of their lives, all in there. You see all the gremlins, Flasher Gremlin,
All the gremlins.
Nor Gremlin.
I'm mad I didn't see Ski Mask Gremlin.
I know, right?
You know this movie, we know what gremlin this could have needed?
No.
Lucha Gremlin.
That would have been hilarious.
Lucha Gremlin. Or Wrestler Gremlin.
Well, we get a wrestling gremlin in part 2.
We do. We do.
But yeah, they're in there.
Tom and Jerry Gremlin.
Yeah, exactly. Billy's like, yo, we got to take them out right now. He's like, quick, like, open the gas lines, and I'm going to light this thing on fire. We're just going to take them all out at once. So they do this. As they do this, the camera stops working, or the fucking projector, the film stops working, so they're able to see their shadows behind the screen.
They're like, what the fuck?
And so they start chasing them.
Yep.
As they chase them, they're able to go outside, lock the door. They run the fuck away. Theater explosion.
Yep. And Stripe dipped because there was no food.
Yeah, because they ate all the popcorn, and Stripe's like, you fucking assholes.
Like, you dickheads. And just kind of goes, he's like...
Kills like a department store?
Yeah, because he says like, yum, yum. He sees like a candy sign.
Yeah.
So he goes over there. And then when he sees this...
I'm like, who taught you how to read, my guy?
Dog, I'm just still trying to figure some shit out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still trying to figure like how they know how to do certain things. He fucking peeks over across the street. He's like, what happened?
Like, what the fuck?
They done killed my guys, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. But so and Stripe was like, yo, fuck that. I'm gonna go make some more.
Yeah, because he sees Billy and Gizmo. He's like, Gizmo.
Gizmo caca.
And Billy's like, yo, that's Stripe. That's the leader. We got to go because if he gets to water, he's just going to start this shit all over again.
Yep.
So they're in this department store and just Stripe's just beating ass.
Yep.
He's like getting the drop on Billy every fucking time.
Every time. Like, from, like, he had, like, this man had a crossbow, had a fucking crossbow.
Yeah.
A goddamn, he had 3 weapons. It was I think he was throwing stuff at Billy.
But then he had that baseball that shoots the baseballs.
Oh yeah, he had the baseball. He had the fucking baseball loaded. He had the baseball gun.
Yeah.
That climbed up a fucking clothing rack, had a crossbow, shot that shit at him. Was like, "Bye bye, Billy."
Yeah, because
Fucking
part of me was like, yo, Stripe, you probably should have started with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Because you had that man dead to rights. You could have shot him in the back of the head
Yep.
or the neck, and he'd have been done.
He'd have been paralyzed, and he'd be like,
Yeah.
and just fucking kill Billy, and the shit would have been over.
Yep.
Thank you. Hive mind. He shoots him with a crossbow, and then right as he shoots him in the bicep,
Yeah.
he fucking comes through the coat rack with a goddamn chainsaw, not an electrical one. Billy's trying to defend himself, so he had
He's
a
blocking it
baseball
with a
bat.
bat, yeah.
And I'm just like, why did that chainsaw not cut through this bat yet? And I'm like, oh.
I'm like, it's electrical. It might not be powerful enough.
Nope. Damn sure ain't. That bitch is like, just cut. Just kind of like, and they're kind of defeating all. Meanwhile, you see Gizmo trying to figure out how can he fucking help defeat, Stripe.
And he sees a car, a little Barbie Hot Wheel. I think it's the Barbie Corvette.
because he's foreshadowing early in the movie. He was like pretending he wanted to drive.
Yeah, he's watching some Clark Gable movie.
Yeah, and he wanted to fucking drive and shit. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking drive.
So he takes off with the little motherfucker.
Yep.
He's just hauling ass.
and he's hauling ass.
That's
It's like,
the dad comes back into town because he took off.
he took off for a
to
fucking
sell some shit.
at
to
a
sell
convention,
some, like,
at a
conventions,
at a salesman convention. He's like, and then he's like he's oblivious to what's actually going on. Billy's still fighting Stripe, and he breaks through the fucking shit. But then he smacks Stripe, and Stripe.
Well, no, what happens is Kate finds a light switch to turn on all the
Kate
lights.
finds our light switch. He's like, Stripe gets fucking confused and
Yeah.
shit, and he fucking falls back, and the fucking
Chainsaw just kind of drags him.
drags him, and he's like, and that's kind of funny. That's probably one of my favorite fucking scenes. He's just he dragged, and this motherfucker hits the wall, and his head hits that. He's like,
Yeah.
He fucking passes out. He wakes up, and then he sees the water fountain.
He's like, water.
Man.
And then he looks to his right, gun. Because it's just like a shelf of guns. I was like, God damn it.
Yep. He's like, gun.
So he gets a gun and starts shooting Billy. And he's like, Billy. And Billy looks and he tries to shoot him. And then he sticks his finger in the water.
Yep.
And he starts the multiplying process.
Yep. And here comes Gizmo to the rescue, driving in his little pink car.
He hops like a shovel or
He
something.
fucking gets a shovel and just kind of hops that bitch, and he's like, I'm thinking, now granted, when I thought I remember this movie, I thought he fucking, when the car hits, I thought car fucking hits the light, and Gizmo falls out of it, but he fucking hits, falls in the back, and he's like, he pops up, I'm okay.
Yeah, and then Stripe's like, Gizmo.
Gizmo, caca.
Yeah.
And then he's,
Gizmo's just like, hey, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
It just
like Gizmo's
opens the blinds.
Gizmo's like, yeah, fuck you, bright light.
Yeah.
And just fucking, whee! Gets like lifted up in the air.
Yeah, because the sun has come out already, and the sun just blasts Stripe, and he just
like,
melts.
fuck, and he just like melts. And probably one of the coolest scenes.
Yeah, because this is a dope effect.
Yeah, it's just like fucking, and it's nasty.
Yeah, he's just green and melty. He's just like,
Like, just nasty. And it's just like, oh my God. And that's pretty much
the movie. That's
pretty
Dad comes
much
in like, what
movie.
the hell is that? And I'm
Yep.
like, that's what happens when you feed him after midnight.
Yep. And it's like, you just kind of see the skeleton fall into the water.
Yeah, because and then it pops up one more time.
Like jump
one
scare. And then it just kind of pops out and just fucking
And it's like a
melts.
skeleton. And it just melts. Even the skeleton's melting. Just
Yeah.
Like, into like a green puddle.
What a world!
Yes. And then you treat it. The family gets back together.
Gizmo's back, but
And then the old man.
Mr. Wang comes up and says, yeah, take your fucking money. Give me the goddamn
He's like, oh, this is
Mogwai."
the man that sold me the Mogwai. He's like, oh, sold. That's a
funny ass word.
That's a funny word.
Like, if he fucking... Now, my question is, if he was... Like, did it take him that long to travel to the city by foot?
God damn. I guess, yeah, because... So he takes Gizmo. He's like, I told you, Mogwai, a lot of responsibility, man. You ain't ready for this.
You ain't ready for this. He's like, maybe one day... He looks at Billy and says, maybe one day you will be.
He's like, yeah, Gizmo wants to tell you something. He's like, you can understand him? He's like, all you got to do is listen.
Which he should have been doing this entire fucking movie.
Yes.
But he never did.
And, we get our bye, Billy.
Oh.
We're like, oh, our hearts melt.
You have heart smells. Look, Gizmo, I love you, dog.
That's when he's like, maybe one day you'll be ready.
Maybe one day you will be ready.
And he walks out. Gizmo tells the dog bye. He's like, bye, woof woof.
And I'm like,
Aww. And, he walks away. That's why I'm like, yo, this man walk?
this man walk from Chinatown to suburbia.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here going like, if that's the reason why it took him that long to get Gizmo, because he could have ended all of this.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you should have did this, but yeah, he didn't. So it was like, and that's the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty much the movie. But yeah, that's Gremlins. It's a Halloween. Yes, it's a Christmas classic. I like
that
it.
you can watch on Halloween.
Yeah, you could. You definitely could. Yeah. Hey. Aha.
But yeah, nah, man. This it's good. It's still a good movie. It still holds up. We just like Gremlins 2.
Yeah, we just like Gremlins 2 better.
I'm just gonna be. I'm probably when this episode ends, I'm turning on Gremlins 2. I'm not even bullshitting.
Hell yeah.
But let's go ahead and wrap this up and send these people home.
We're sending you home with a smile.
All right, Jose, can you give me your cinema villain moment?
So many. I think it's so. Is it just the Gremlins in general or just Stripe?
So all things considered, while we are focusing on Stripe and it's just a bunch of mayhem, this is one of those movies that like you can pick a moment.
Yeah.
Of mischievous.
So I'll give you a Stripe
behavior.
moment and I'll give you a Gremlins moment.
That's fine.
We
That's
might
fair.
be the same.
Okay.
Gremlins moment, them launching Mrs. Deagle out the goddamn roof.
1,000%.
Stripe moment, him shooting old boy at the poker table.
Yeah, okay, we're definitely the same.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We're definitely the same. I would have copped out because I think Stripe was in the area when old girl got launched.
Well, yeah, because he saw her because he's like, Deagle.
Yeah, like Deagle.
Yeah, but we never, because we never saw it. We never saw him.
Nah.
That's the thing, yeah.
Nah, it was just, but he was like in the
he
area.
pointed there and the other Gremlins essentially followed.
And it's like, yo, are you pointing to the sign of that gun? Like, what are you doing? Like, you gun nut. But, like, yeah, those are mine as well.
Yeah.
He's like, just looking at him. He's like, I think it's just a gun coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just like
him looking at his cards, looking back up, and then you seeing the cards behind the other
behind
Gremlins'
his ears. And he's just like, just looking at them. And they're kind of just, it's kind of like that Puffy and that other guy looking at each, just kind of staring at each other. Puffy just kind of like, he's just like,
yeah,
what's going to happen? He's just like, yeah, no, pow. Just shoots that motherfucker. And yeah, those are mine as well. This is kind of weird because you can't really go by the normal categories that we normally rate our villains on.
Can we not? I guess.
I mean,
we can't do drip because they're just Gremlins.
No, they're just Gremlins.
I mean, some of them dress up.
Some of them dress up and some of them have it, but they're like, it's kind of like, they're a whole. Like, it's Gremlins, there's a particular Gremlin that causes the most.
We can do threat level, I guess. Threat level and motive, I guess.
There's really not a motive if you think
they're
about
an
it.
agent of chaos.
Just like Stripe technically has a moment to like just to fucking.
You're right. Let's just do threat level. What are the Gremlins' threat level?
That's a fucking 5. That's damn near 5.
Yeah.
Because like if you think about it, the only reason why people didn't die as much as this is because this is PG.
Yeah.
Half these motherfuckers would have been dead.
Yeah.
That entire time, like, they didn't mention casualties, but like, damn it, some of these motherfuckers died. I would say, if not a 5, I'd say a 4.5, because you can get half these motherfuckers drunk.
Yeah, unless they jump you.
Yeah.
You can 1v1 a Gremlin pretty easy.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Like, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. But if they jump you,
if it's
then
about 5 of them.
You have a problem then.
You got it. You got. I say you can at least
even then the mom damn near bodied the whole squad. She almost took care of the problem.
Yeah, mom got rid of 3.
Yeah.
Like then she got jumped by Stripe out. No, she got jumped by one of the Gremlins.
Yeah.
And then Stripe was like, "Yo, fuck that, I'm out."
Yeah.
She almost handled all of them.
Yeah.
Except for the one that was in the school.
Right, because that one was a separate one that had its own problem. I wish that one was more distinguished.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's something Gremlins 2 did way better.
Yeah.
But
Wait, did they even kill that one?
I'm assuming they killed them all. So
I mean, yeah. But yeah, like okay, so yeah, I give him like I would literally give a threat level. What do you say? I said 5, but I'm willing to drop it down to a 4.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
They are a problem, but you can kind of take care of them.
They're like one is a nuisance. More than one is a problem.
Yes.
Like it's like an infestation.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and of course your favorite gremlin. Let's just say
In
that.
this movie, I want to say Stripe, but it's probably the Flasher Gremlin.
Flasher gremlin.
I'm trying to think because there's really, like I said, that's the problem this movie has. They're not distinguishable
Yeah,
besides
none
Stripe.
of them. They're
know,
kind of distinguishable.
When we do part 2, we'll have a better.
we'll have a
This
better-
conversation will be way better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I will say my favorite one outside of not Stripe would be fucking Ski Mask Gremlin. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Ski Mask.
Nice.
Because I was just like, that's so fucking random. Like, what the fuck?
Like, why are you wearing a ski mask? We
Like-
know what you look like.
Yo, I wish he went around town just robbing motherfuckers. Like, I swear to God. Like, that, I would have fucking cried if Buddy was around just like, yo, give me your money. He's just, your money.
You just
He's
see
like-
him.
He just says it like in the Gremlin voice, your money or your life. And I just be like, yo, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, yo, just robbing motherfuckers, just breaking in their house, and he just like taking shit. He's like,
Yeah.
like just funny, bro. Like, oh man. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, are they getting? They are getting to. That's VIP. They're VIP.
Yeah, they're
creatures.
VIPs for
They're
real.
getting in.
Which is weird because now we have an infestation in VIP, but
I mean, well, when Gremlins 2 happens,
yeah.
Brain will be there.
Yeah.
And it'll work a lot better.
Exactly.
So they're good for a party. We can keep them contained. I mean, Godzilla ain't gonna stand for none of that shit.
Exactly.
Godzilla gonna look at them bitches like, bro, I will eat all of you.
Yeah, I will end this in a second.
I'll end this in a second, my guy. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
What is it? Terraniums? What we got? What was the shit we got? The fucking like
The villain, oh my god, the zoology,
yeah, those.
I forgot what it was fucking called.
It's like
Who's in there? It's just Mechagodzilla, right? Right
it's just
now.
like just Mecha Godzilla.
That's pretty much
that's
it,
it.
right now. I think they're just like, hey man, we ain't beaming the shit out of these little motherfuckers.
It's like, bro, we will fucking end you.
Yeah,
Brain's like, no, I do not think you will.
yeah.
But he
I just need them. For some reason, I'm always thinking the people fucking with Michael
Yep.
from the Lost Boys, David from the Lost Boys.
Like David's like, yo, what the fuck?
I'm
Like,
just trying to eat noodles, dog. What
like,
are y'all
bro,
doing?
What are y'all doing, bro? Leave me alone.
Like, no. Go fuck with them wizards over there.
Like, go fuck with that motherfucker. Go fuck with that Shang Tsung looking motherfucker over there.
yeah, stop. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Like, go fuck with Kakashuko. Like,
Motherfucker turning into a shadow and just dipping. You're
like just
nah.
dipping. Like, nah, boy, I'm out.
Yeah,
This is, nope. Fades away.
exactly.
But yeah. All right, guys, girls, ghouls, and goblins. Thank you for joining us for another rip-rousing episode. Cinema Villains, we will see you very, very soon.
Very soon.
Just be ready for some good times, good funning. You can follow us at the Twitters at cinema_villains and on Instagram at cinema_villains. Our link tree is available on those bios pages.
That's
You can
right.
Go to our merch store and buy all these shirts. We will be I think there is a coupon code now going out
Hey.
at Teespring for the holidays. Definitely will say that, and we'll probably have this in the post if we don't send them credit, because, I tend to forget things. But other than that, y'all, enjoy yourselves.
That's right. You know what I just thought of?
What's up, dog?
These motherfuckers are just causing havoc. Fucking Bolo Young just walks in, just does the point. And then Gremlin's like, nah, we're good. Okay, yeah.
Because you get a fucking one gremlin that pretends to be Bolo Young.
He's chilling with Bolo with the fucking shorts.
Like, bro, they got you got a Bolo Young gremlin and you got a Jean-Claude Van Damme gremlin.
They're
Be
just
like
reenacting.
They just reenacting. I'm like, bro, this is
They
fucking
throw salt in one of his eyes. Like
ah! And he gets bonked.
yeah, bonk.
Oh my god! Like, doom.
Oh, shit.
Like, oh no, that is great. All right, guys. All right.
We are out.
For Jose, this is Shaggy saying, y'all have a nice one. We'll see you soon.
Take care. We love you. Peace.
Bye.